LoreWarrior Online, WR-DG-02FC War Dog. Overview. The War Dog was originally designed for the SLDF, though the plans and prototype chassis disappeared shortly before the fall of the League. Rediscovered by Snords Irregulars in 3052, several chassis and a complete set of technical plans were delivered to GM/Blackwell on Outreach, whose design teams immediately began work on an extended production run of the War Dog. Capabilities. The key to the success of the War Dog is its 12 tons of ferrofibrous armour, which allow it to weather heavy fire typical of a clan encounter. The torso-mounted anti-missile system and a Guardian ECM suite provide additional protection. A Grizzard Gauss rifle provides the mech's main punch, supplemented by a Blackenberg large pulse laser, as well as paired medium pulse lasers for close-range fire support. A small pulse laser is rear-mounted on the head, the only modification to the original design specifications. The War Dog carries a last-ditch weapon system of 2 Streak SRM-2 one-shot missile packs mounted to the legs. One of this mech's most distinctive features is that its right arm has more armour than its left. This requires mech warriors to practice some gyro balancing, but it also offers exceptional protection to the War Dog's most powerful weapon. Deployment. The War Dog first saw action in the Dragoons' Civil War, during which forces loyal to Jamie Wolfe used them to great success. Early in the war, vid footage of the fighting, prominently featuring 2 War Dogs destroying 5 opposing mechs, leaked out to Harlock and ultimately to the rest of the Inner Sphere. Since then, the Blackwell Corporation has filled orders for War Dogs from every major Inner Sphere power, as well as from numerous mercenary units. Even the Word of Blake fields a few of them, delivered before Wolfe's Dragoons placed a prohibition on dealings with the Blakeists. On the other hand, the War Dog is shunned by many Dragoons, who consider it too much of a reminder of the war. A fair number of War Dogs, menacing and easily recognisable, have also found their way to Solaris 7, where the mech has become a staple in the arena. Variants. Almost as many variants of this mech exist as there are War Dogs fighting in the arenas, but only one is produced by Blackwell. The 03FC's weapon configuration includes a heavy Gauss rifle, a piece of technology acquired from the Lyran Alliance, supported by an ER-PPC, 3 ER medium lasers, and a pair of medium pulse lasers. A head-mounted C3 slave unit only adds to this War Dog's potency on the battlefield. Notable mech warriors. Mech warrior Hubert Turanga. Turanga and Croker, his modified War Dog, have been staples on the Solaris Arena circuit for more than a decade now. Though the Croker has almost no original components remaining from the time it walked off the production line 12 years ago, it's one of a handful of mechs that have lasted through more than 10 years of near continuous action. Turanga, a recognized master of the freestyle circuit, has modified Croker almost to the point of it turning into an Omni-mech. In a matter of hours, his techs can reconfigure it with a variety of weapons and equipment, or, given a day, even refit it with different armour. Lieutenant Colonel Andrei Zibler. Andrei Zibler is the son of Ariel Zibler, commanding general of the AWFS's 12th DLC, and son-in-law of Field Marshal Andrew Telecki Jr., commander of the Crucis March and the entire Deneb Light Cavalry. In addition, almost 24 of his close relatives on both sides of the family are current or retired AWFS officers. A mere lieutenant prior to the Fedcom Civil War, Andrei Zibler fought admirably in the 8th DLC, but by the end of the war, the weight of so many lost friends compounded family pressures to succeed. Losing confidence in himself, he gave up his commission in the 8th DLC, choosing instead to retire to New Avalon, where his wife and children could be close to her parents. Major General Jean-Henri de Jurek, his CO in the 8th DLC and now a member of the AWFS General Staff, still keeps him on the books. Zibler's War Dog, The Promise, sits in a hangar in the Fox's Den, awaiting its master. And wouldn't you know it, thank God the thing doesn't look like a friggin' dog. I mean, it looks like a weird diving suit mech. I don't dislike it again. It's okay, although the picture makes it look like it's kind of falling over in Plog's art. Not a knock on Plog, he's a very good artist. Just saying, it kind of looks like it's tripped and it's going to fall over. But yeah, it's another 75-tonner. It's a Ark Royal chassis, KH/9, power plant of LAR 300XL, cruiser 43, max speed of 65. It can't jump. Armour is Star Slab 511 ferrofibrous with a Grizzard Gauss rifle, 2 Holly Streak SRM-2 one-shot packs, a Blackenberg large pulse, 2 Martel medium pulse, 1 Martel small pulse, and a Burrow anti-missile system, manufactured by Blackwell Corporation on Outreach. Communication system as a Garrett T12-A Garrett Guardian Interface Model 2B, and targeting and tracking as a Garrett O2J. It is a Walker 4, a run of 6, very slow for a 75-tonner, but then again, it doesn't need to get in close most of the time. Anyway, it's got a Gauss rifle, and the other variant's got a heavy Gauss rifle. Lots of fun. It's a pity the write-up isn't, or the stats aren't here for the heavy Gauss rifle, because I'd love to see a comparison between the two in this TRO, but unfortunately a lot of them only give you the kind of primary build. So, as it says, yeah, the armor is actually different on this one. It's an asymmetrical armor build. It has 36 on the CT, 10 on the rear, with 23 on each side torso, 9 on the rear. But its right arm, left arm setup is that the right arm has 24 points of armor, while the left arm has 16. Its legs have 28. So yeah, it's one of those mechs where you kind of want to turn it a bit to take the damage on the right side, because it's got a little bit more armor there, but it's also got its Gauss rifle. It's a bit of a trade-off. The other weird thing about this mech, although the artwork doesn't initially show it, but when you look at the body, it looks like the CT is like a little rocket pod. It has what looks like a jump jet exhaust underneath, and it also gives the impression that the center section can kind of rotate, or like I don't know how to describe it. Kind of, you know, like a B-wing can rotate the cockpit with the wings. It looks like the body section of the mech could kind of CT section could kind of do that for some reason. It's an odd looking little addition. I don't know why it's there, because it looks like it would have like a giant jump jet or something there, but obviously it doesn't. It must. I don't know. Actually, I'm not even gonna say it. It's an engine exhaust, I guess, is the best you could say. It's not a mech I would pick though, right? You know, if I was given like, oh, pick a 3055 mech, it's not one of the ones I'd jump to straight away. I don't dislike it, but at the same time, I'm not really a huge fan of it. It's there. It fills the gap. It's a 75-ton mech, so. But it's definitely not a build to turn your nose up at. It's very, very powerful. But yeah, I've rambled on enough. This is the War Dog. Not me. I'm Critical Rocket Online. That's the LoreWarrior for the War Dog. I'll just leave it there.